Geelong footballers Brad Ottens and Tom Lonergan returned from a life-changing trip into the heart of Africa last week. Both admitted that the term life-changing gets bandied around a lot, but this was truly an experience to remember for the rest of their lives. The Cats joined 15 Cotton On staff to visit the Ugandan town of Mannya. It was once branded Mission Impossible until the Geelong-based Cotton On Foundation set out to lift Mannya from the depths of despair and onto the road of recovery. 3 years and more than $1.3 million later, the community is still steeped in extreme poverty, but the people no longer feel forgotten by the world. AIDS has left a legacy of orphans fending for themselves, living in mud huts amongst banana plantations. There's no water, no electricity, but most importantly, there's no food. The spirit of the people is humbling. The happiness directed at us, their white visitors, was almost overwhelming. You wondered what these poor people, living in the most ghastly conditions imaginable, had to be happy about. Yet they were constantly, unconditionally smiling at us and singing and dancing like they didn't have a care in the world. It was truly an amazing experience. Cotton On has so far sent more than 60 staff to the African town of Mannya to witness its development and devise future programs for the town's success. New schools, health centre and a dam are some of the growing list of assets funded in the town. Despite the vital injection of funds, the villagers still live in the most extreme poverty imaginable. During the trip, the group was driven to a village called Busabo, a few hours away, to view what life would have been like in Mannya before Cotton On arrived. Wide-eyed children darted out of the banana palms everywhere as the first ever bus passed by. Many children had never seen a white person before as we pulled up in the town. Unlike the children of Mannya, these children stood smiling-faced but without reaching out to touch our white skin. Words don't do justice to the squalor those people were living in. The one-roomed primary school had not a stick of furniture on its dirt floor and a leaky roof above. I wondered how children have hope of a successful future with an education in there. Yet some had walked 7 kilometres to get to school. I could never have imagined or prepared myself for African poverty. It's no exaggeration to say people live like cavemen. Their huts are man-made caves with dirt floors that they share with their precious animals. They too live like animals, forced to scrounge for food and squat down in the field for a toilet. Running water and washing are a luxury unimaginable to them, but these people are not animals. They are civilised, proud human beings who have been dealt the crappiest of all cards in life, yet they are a shining example of human spirit. Their beaming, smiling faces must mask a pain, fear and despair of hardships in their life. No Western white person could survive the ordeals these people endure, yet not one suicide has ever been recorded in the Mannya community. Every member of the group has disturbing stories to tell of sick children or those so tired as they fell asleep in their arms. It's hard to comprehend when you think of all the luxuries of life back in Australia. The people of Mannya are deeply religious, yet I can't help thinking they seem to be forgotten by God. Mannya parish priest Father Nestus gives them hope and is treated like a living saint among the people who seem to adore him. Without Father Nestus, Mannya may still just be another forgotten African village, crippled by AIDS and poverty. Instead, the village has enjoyed a $1.3 million injection of life and a stake in the future. At the end of the journey, as I sat on the plane leaving the country, a small Ugandan girl, no more than 4, sat in the aisle across from me with headphones on her ears, picking disinterestedly at the airline food in front of her. How cruel life's equalities are.